Welcome back to State of the Nation with me, Christopher Hope. Now, we'll be discussing how doctors who change gender can have their past wrongdoing scrubbed from the public records. Let's get your views. Claire says, I think it should also be patient transparency to know if your doctor is now claiming to have changed gender, which is a new one on me. Richard says there shouldn't be a Gender Recognition Act. Problem solved all round. Well, there we are, Richard. That's pretty clear there. And James says, surely there can't be many trans doctors in the NHS. I think I saw a figure of 60 or so, but I can't. I lost my notes now. Anyway, moving on. Tony Blair's think tank, the Institute for Global Change, has released a report stating that the government is overestimating the potential for jobs created by green industries or net zero, and that they may not replace the jobs lost in British manufacturing. This comes as speculation, and there she's on the screen, surrounding Rachel Reeves, who will potentially either have to cut public spending or raise taxes further next month to meet her self-imposed rules for the economy. Is the PM nearing a decision to scale back green growth due to rising costs? I'm joined now by the Director of Net Zero Watch, Andrew Montford. Andrew, thank you for joining us tonight on Net Zero. Why do you think Tony Blair's think tank is now a climate change sceptic, or am I being too flippant?
I think you're probably being slightly flippant, aren't you? I don't think Tony Blair has yet found the path to climate skeptic wisdom, but he is right that we are running into problems with the net zero agenda. It seems quite clear that the economic cost of this agenda is now extremely high and extremely damaging. We've lost a huge amount of manufacturing industry already, and what is left of it is shouting quite loudly and saying, if we continue down this path, we are in big trouble and we will just have to shut up shop. And in fact, not even just manufacturing. I mean, retail as well seems to be having terrible problems. And energy is what you might call the master resource. Without cheap energy, we're sunk, and the green agenda has given us steadily rising energy prices for 20 years.
You've got to weigh that against the future, our children's children, their children, the future they want to breathe, the clean air. Let's set the example, have more windmills. I mean, more solar energy panels, more nuclear energy, more modular reactors, so it goes on.
Yeah, OK, so the problem with this argument is that the costs of net zero clearly outweigh the benefits. That it's much more damaging to do net zero than it is just to let climate change take its course. The numbers are quite clear there. The official estimates of what the damage that a ton of CO2 does, it's about 50 to 100 pounds, that sort of cost. We're spending at least double that trying to decarbonize the electricity system. So the costs outweigh the benefits. So that much is clear.
And just finally, do you think we're being pitchrolled by the Tony Blair Institute for a rollback on some of these net zero targets? And clearly they support the green energy agenda, but perhaps they're kind of getting the mood music right for rowing back.
Yeah, like all the other parties, Labour is divided on this issue. There is clearly a caucus within the party that wants growth, and there's a caucus that wants net zero. I think Tony Blair is on the growth side, and he is pushing for a bit more of a rational approach from the party. Whether he gets it or not, we'll have to wait and see.
Andrew Montford there from the Net Zero Watch. Thank you for joining us tonight. And very